Hi, thanks for being with me today. The topic is Reset Your Life at Any Age. A special hello to my listeners in Gothenburg, Sweden. So glad to have you here. I appreciate your support. Have you ever felt like it's too late to change your life? I want you to think again. In this world that constantly changes, your ability to adapt and evolve has become more valuable. Your desire to reinvent your life is driven by a change in circumstances, a desire to shake things up, or an inner yearning. Whatever the reason, reinvention gives you a way to take charge. It is your opportunity to gain a clearer view and a renewed sense of purpose. The circumstances under which you might consider shaking things up in your life are personal to everyone, and it's not a one size fits all situation. Nothing is. In many instances, it may be wiser to lean into acceptance of your current life. Also, if you notice repeated desires to reinvent yourself, you want to be mindful of possible high functioning anxiety or having tendencies of perfectionism. With that said, under the right conditions, reinventing yourself can bring personal growth and enhanced fulfillment both in your personal and professional life. I was 54 when my angels told me I needed to move to a different city, change careers, and begin my spirituality business full time. I was not ready for that. It meant upending my life in many ways. But I did it because my angels have proven to always be right in their guidance. Was I scared? You bet. Was I also excited? Yes. You might not know that it can be difficult to tell the difference between being anxious and being excited. So I chose to focus on the being excited. It was an adventure, and I was finally living in my favorite city in Arizona, Sedona. What a spectacular view to see every day. Just being there lifts my frequency. I got to use my spiritual gifts more powerfully than I had in the past, and I continue to do that. I see clients from all over the world. I do readings, channel angels, and do healing work. And in the beginning, I was on a real spiritual high because finally, oh my gosh, here I am doing this work, using my gifts fully. Looking back, it amazes me that I did that at that stage. But now I would not feel daunted by a significant change at any age. Recently, I heard a psychologist on a podcast share a powerful story about how at 55, her mother separated from her husband and completely reinvented herself. This woman taught a critical lesson. It's never too late to start over. She learned that you could reinvent yourself at any time. What does a life reset mean? Maybe this is new to you. You don't have to throw away your past to reset your life. That's too drastic. A life reset is about breathing fresh life into the essence of who you are. This reset process may be sparked by different factors, such as experiencing a trauma, hitting a milestone age, or having an awakening that drives a desire for a life that matches who you are now. This process can be simple, as taking up a new hobby or dressing in a new style, but it can also be far-reaching, such as changing your career, moving, redefining what your personal goals and values are. Reinventing yourself is about embracing possibilities and growth. A reset can enable you to stay relevant in your career, adapt to life changes, and pursue a path of lifelong learning and self-discovery. I would like you to think about reinvention as remodeling. You're making minor or significant changes to align your life more closely with your current visions, values, and goals. It could be as simple as adopting a new hobby or as profound as a complete career pivot. That said, you may only need to reinvent yourself partially. Sometimes leaning into acceptance and enjoy everything you already have can be a very fulfilling move as well. So you may be asking, do I need to reinvent myself? Do I need a reset? It's important to note that reinventing yourself isn't about fixing something that's broken or tossing out everything you know and starting from scratch. You are enough just as you are. However, suppose there are parts of your life you'd like to reclaim, or you're ready to achieve goals, pursue a new career, develop healthier habits, and even foster deeper relationships. In that case, self reinvention can help you reach those objectives, enhance your well being, and work toward your aspirations with clarity and purpose. Some people have asked me, can I reset my life on a tight budget? There's certain aspects of reinvention that might require some investment, but many don't. For instance, self reflection, setting goals, and making shifts cost nothing. Look for free courses online and visit libraries to gain knowledge. Networking, volunteering, or reshaping your daily routines can be powerful tools for reinvention without breaking the bank. And there's still some of you that I know are out there thinking, oh no, I'm too old. You're always the right age to reinvent yourself. A blessing of age is that it can bring experience and wisdom, which can be invaluable in a new endeavor. The key is to maintain an empowering, open minded attitude, be willing to learn and act toward achieving your goals. So, I want to talk about the benefits of resetting your life. Whether you want to shed old habits or develop new ones, reinventing yourself gives you a fresh start in your personal life, professional world, or both. Through this process, you can find a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Personal growth. Reinventing yourself can allow you to tap into your hidden talents and capabilities. You might leave your comfort zone to explore new horizons, embody a more evolved version of yourself, and or reach an untapped level of your potential. It gives you a fresh perspective. Reinventing yourself can offer a new perspective. You might begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles, and old challenges can be reframed as new adventures. Through self reflection and self analysis, you can obtain a more in depth understanding of your strengths, desires, and areas for improvement. The next is career advancement. Acquiring new skills is beneficial in today's rapidly evolving professional landscape. Also, changing careers can increase your job satisfaction and the opportunities available to you. Learning new skills can make you more versatile, taking you closer to career aspirations you have for yourself. Next is happiness and fulfillment. By introducing new experiences or realigning with your core values, you might find pockets of joy and happiness you'd forgotten or never even knew existed. Overcoming adversity. Reinventing yourself helps you build resilience, which may help you face challenges more confidently and bounce back from setbacks more efficiently. Health and well being. Embracing reinvention through mindfulness and other stress reduction techniques can lead to a calmer, more balanced life while also benefiting your mental and physical health. Reinventing yourself might include adopting healthier habits such as a more mindful relationship with food, regular exercise, or a consistent sleep routine. I found these great quotes that I think can be a dose of inspiration for those days when you find yourself lacking motivation or the path toward growth and reinvention feels a little too intimidating. I hope these empower you to keep going. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. That's Ralph Waldo Emerson. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I'm changing myself. That's Rumi, my favorite poet, hands down. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. Leo Tolstoy. The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Socrates, the wisdom continues to fit for this day. It's never too late to be who you might have been. George Eliot. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. C.F. Lewis. When you're on a spiritual path, you need to think of changing yourself because that's what it's all about. It's never too late to reinvent yourself. Many people are held back by the belief it's too late or they're too old. It's just not true. We can reinvent ourselves at any time. This reset process is a natural part of life and can continue through life. Experts have observed that about every 30 years or so, people feel the need to repot themselves. They must change their actions, mix things up, and reinvent themselves. They become competent in their careers and then get bored with what they've been doing for 20 or 30 years. It didn't even take me that long. Reinventing yourself does not mean, again, erasing or discarding your past. It's taking the core of who you are and breathing fresh life into it. So it all begins with these 7 mindful steps. You do not have to radically change your life or completely break with your past to reinvent yourself. Instead, reinvention often involves taking what you've done in the past, the good and the bad, the successes and the failures, and tying that into some new way of living that you desire. The first is practice mindfulness. Practicing this encourages you to be in the present moment, which can help you tune into your desires. That's where guided meditations come in. Regular mindfulness practice is going to ground you in the present moment and help you find self-acceptance and clarity. 2, explore your values and feelings. When busy or overwhelmed, it can be difficult to determine our values and feelings. Reflecting on your life can help you identify the parts that align well with your current core values and those that don't. 3, define achievable goals. Set clear, achievable goals and implement positive daily habits that align with your vision whenever possible. Whether personal or professional, defined objectives and supportive habits provide purpose, direction, and stability. It's essential to ensure your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. The acronym for this is SMART. I got good at this when I worked at a foundation that provided housing for adults with dual diagnosis. So they were mentally ill and had developmental disabilities. And I had to write their goals for each month. And we had meetings and they had to meet this SMART. So it's really good. The more you achieve your goals and the more consistent your positive daily habits become, the more satisfied you will feel about your life. Just make sure that you create a healthy sense of balance between work and rest. Or embrace change. Change is inevitable in the reinvention process. So embrace it with an open heart and a flexible mindset. Adaptability makes the transition smoother, whether it's a career change or an entirely new lifestyle. 5, a support system. Surround yourself with caring and supportive people who encourage your journey of personal growth. A strong support system offers an external perspective, helping you identify blind spots and areas of strength. 6, start small and celebrate the wins. Start your journey with little steps towards your goals. No matter how minor that step may be, celebrate every milestone achieved. Keep in mind that the journey of reinvention is a series of actions that leads to transformation. This process takes time. Take note of your daily goals and express gratitude for your accomplishments. Number 7, evaluate your progress and adjust accordingly. Regularly evaluate your progress. Take time to reflect on what is working and what isn't. Reviewing and adjusting your plans as needed is going to help you stay aligned with your reinvention goals. I'm going to talk a little bit about my journey of reinvention. I'm over 60 now and still reinventing myself. I'm not that exceptional, which means if I can do it, you can too. I've had multiple careers from radio to mental health and spirituality. Each phase required reinvention. Retirement prompts additional reinventions. I've watched retired friends start an open mic for the community, create a band and play gigs, write books, do volunteer work, become environmentalists, and so much more. My life has been an example of continual reinvention. In my off hours, I sang in a Celtic band for 14 years, performed on stage in dramatic and musical productions, volunteered for Habitat for Humanity, organized big galas and expos for the radio station. I organized cleanups of the environment in Prescott area. It goes on, and that's true for each one of us. If you can really look back, you've already reset. You've already done a reinvention. How do you know when to reinvent yourself? Different people reinvent themselves at various times in their lives. The circumstances under which you might consider shaking things up in your life are personal to everyone, and it's not a one size fits all situation. I gave a tip, kind of a short list earlier, but honestly, if you feel you need a reset and you've been thinking about it for a while, you probably need a reset. How to start this process? Reinvention can be prompted by career stagnation, divorce, retirement, the loss of a career and life purpose. Only you can determine when it's time to reinvent yourself. In Melissa Kick's article, Five Steps to Reinvent Yourself, Create the Future You Visualize, she suggests 5 steps as a process. 1, create a vision for your future. Think about who you want to become. Visualize what you will look and feel like after you've reinvented yourself. 2, write about your reinvention. Writing down your vision for reinvention can help clarify your thoughts and define who you intend to become. Journaling can help you identify your feelings about reinvention. You might feel excited, afraid, intimidated, or anxious to start making changes. All of those are normal. Sometimes just writing them out helps you work through it. 3, surround yourself with visual reminders of a life you'd like to create. So keep visual reminders of your goals so you can see them daily. It might include a photo stuck to the refrigerator, a picture in a frame, a framed poster, a vision board. 4, now that you have a vision for your future, break it into workable tasks. The first thing to do is identify the steps you're going to need to take to achieve your vision. For example, becoming a lawyer requires a person to take the LSAT, enroll in law school, and pass the bar exam. So you're going to break yours down into step by step what you'll need to do. Number 5, regularly revisit the vision of your future and revisit that vision to stay motivated and track your progress. See if I made progress. Are there things in my life that are more like that vision than they used to be? I encourage you to start your reinvention today. It's a journey that can begin anytime, regardless of your age or experience. As I and many of my clients have learned, it's never too late to forge a new path for yourself. So, how do you do this? Like any other significant journey, reinventing yourself begins with one step. So, let's recap those steps. First, decide what it is you genuinely want. What are your goals? 2, once you've identified your direction, set actionable, measurable goals. Remember, SMART. Break them down into manageable tasks. Remember that every step on your journey is progress, no matter how small. So if you're stuck in your life or intensely longing for change, take that first step today. Waiting to begin your reset only means you stay stuck longer. Reflect on where you want to go, envision your future self, and start making those changes. Join me in this ongoing journey of growth and transformation. Next Sunday's topic is Archangel Barachiel, the angel of lightning and thunder. In the meantime, may your angels surround you. May your angels protect you every moment, every day of your life. I'll see you next week.